Hi friends, last time we have seen few concepts about PLC and ladder logic. In this session we will go for concept of latching, internal relays, timers and numerical related with latching, internal relays and the timers. Okay. First, few things about the relay. Before PLC, relays were used. They were used for controlling, sequencing or safely interlocking the logic. But these relays, they were nothing but hardwired automation. And relays, they were larger in size and hence complicated to find out the errors in the programming. One more thing was there, the size or complexity was too much more. Instead of the relays, nowadays we are using software automation. That is nothing but we are using programming. Okay? And that is our PLC. Okay. Simply relay is nothing but like this. This is used for starting a bell with a switch. Okay. Now bell is nothing but in AC circuit and this is nothing but DC circuit. When switch is pressed, the electromagnetic coil will be energized. It will attract this contact, it will get closed and the bell will run. Means without making any contact between this switch and the circuit, we can start that circuit. Okay, this is nothing but part is nothing but called as relay. It is nothing but electromagnetic device. With simple relay or where we are going to use relay, it is explained in this diagram. Okay, this is nothing but the PLC. This is input side where switches are connected. Now two switches are there, A and B. Okay, in ladder diagram, how the switches are there, they are shown here. Switch A is shown logically and normally closed switch NC, and switch B it is shown as normally open switch. These two are kept in AND gate. Last time we have seen the gates and they are connected here to coil. That is nothing but C. This is nothing but the relay coil. When the switch B will get closed, here it is shown. When switch A will be having same thing, same position, that is 0 position, and when B it is closed, means energized, at that time this coil will get energized. This is nothing but relay coil and it will start this another circuitry in which light will be made on. Okay, by this way we are using the relays. Now another concept about event response and logical response. Okay. In this case, here push button is there and coil is there. When push button will be pressed, the coil will be energized. And when push button is left, the coil will get again the original condition, that is de-energized. This is nothing but called as the logical response. Means input is given, the output changes. When input is released, the output again gets its original position. But in next examples, we will require the event-based response. Event-based response means when push button is pressed, the actuator or output will be changed. Though we will release the push button, the actuator will remain in the same position. This is nothing but called as the event-based response. Then one more concept we will require, that is nothing but the latching. Actually latch is nothing but to lock something. Okay, a latch is nothing but sticky switch. Okay, in this diagram here this is nothing but the start switch. which is normally open contact shown. Okay, stop switch normally closed, and this is nothing but the coil. Okay, this coil is shown as one switch which is parallel with the start switch. Okay, now this arrangement is called as nothing but the latching arrangement. Okay, when start button is pushed, it will get on, it will start or energize the coil, and coil will get energized. To get energized means to change the position. Wherever this coil will be used as some switch, it will get energized. Means this C switch, it will get closed. Okay. Now in second diagram it is shown that when start switch is pressed, the coil will get energized. Okay. If we will leave the start switch, at that time the supply will be made on from this one. That is nothing but this switch is also energized, because this is nothing but the same switch. Though we will leave the start switch, the supply will be made on to the coil from this side, because this coil is energized and it has latched this coil C, switch C, which is giving the supply to this. Okay. When we will stop or push the stop button, then the coil will get de-energized, and because of this switch will get to original position and it will stop the actuator. Okay, means latching is nothing but, or this arrangement is nothing but, we are using switch, or we are using this coil as a switch which will give the output continuously latched or continuously hold. In case of ladder diagrams, by using PLCs, we will use two coils or two instructions. One instruction will be for latching and second instruction will be for unlatching. Now let's think about animation of logical and event response. In first example, this is nothing but input card where push button is connected, and to the output card, out 0, motor 1 is connected. Okay. We have to start or stop the motor. We are using the push button here. Okay. The same push button is shown as normally open switch as this PB, and motor which is connected out 0 is nothing but this coil. Okay. When this push button is pressed, the push button switch in ladder diagram will get closed. It will start the motor 1. Okay. But when we will leave this push button again, this motor will get stopped, because this will get open. Let's see how it happens. Motor is started. As soon as we will leave it, the motor gets stopped. Now this is nothing but called as the logical response. When input is given or push button is pressed, device is on, and when push button is released, the device becomes again off. Okay, but we require another condition, that is nothing but event response, in which when push button is pressed, the output or actuator should be started, and though it is released, the actuator should run continuously. For this case, we are using latching concept. In second diagram, the latching coil is shown. Here two coils are there, one is nothing but latch coil and another is nothing but unlatched coil. Start switch is used for starting the motor and stop switch is used for stopping it. Okay. Now start switch, it is used in AND gate with stop switch, which will, whenever it is started, it will latch the out 0. To latch out 0 means though start switch is released, again the out 0 will be latched, means it will be continuously on and motor will be continuously on. Whenever we want to stop the motor, at that time we will press the stop switch so that the terminals will get open and it will, stop switch will get pressed, unlatched coil will be work and out 0 will be unlatched. Okay, let's see how it happens. Now start switch I will press and motor 1 is started. I will leave it, then also continuously motor 1 is on. Why it happened? Because of this latch coil. Because of latch coil, the output is continuously latched and motor is continuously on. Okay. If we want to stop the output, we will press the stop switch so that this will get connected and unlatched coil will be activated so that out 0 will be unlatched. Okay, this is nothing but same out 0. It is unlatched and motor 1 is stopped. Like this, first one is called as nothing but logical response and second one is nothing but called as event type of response. Okay, by using the latch and unlatched coil. In next examples, everywhere we will use the concept of latching and unlatching. Now consider the problem in which ladder diagram we have to develop for a logic such that we have to start the car. Okay, now the car will be started only when its door is closed, its seat belt is locked and ignition key is provided. Then and then only motor should be or car should be started. Okay, here the example is simple one in which for door we will use one switch, for seat belt one switch and key one switch. All these switches, they will be nothing but used in series, that is nothing but the AND gate. Okay, the switches numbers will be given I:0/1, input switch 1, input switch 2, input switch 3, and whatever the ignition, it will be shown as the coil, that is output 0/1. Okay, in simple manner it is nothing but the AND gate. Another simple example is taken in which we have to start one fan from any 3 push buttons. Okay, 3 push buttons are there at different locations. If any push button is pressed, the fan should be started. Okay, and it should be stopped from a single position. Okay, now for 3 push buttons, 3 switches are used: switch A, switch B and switch C. They are used in parallel to each other. That means these are nothing but logically OR. Okay, it is combined or it is kept in AND position with stop switch and the coil. Okay, here the concept of latching is used, where this coil is latched so that if any switch is pressed momentarily and it is left, the coil will be continuously on and fan will be on. Okay, in PLC we will show by numbers like this: input I:0/1, 2 and 3, this input stop switch, and this is nothing but the output. Okay, now we will see the animation of the same. Now let's consider the animation of this given problem. Here 3 switches are there. Switches are nothing but 1, 2 and 3, and given condition is that the switches are at different locations. Okay, and if any one switch is pressed, the fan should be started, and by only one stop switch, the fan should be stopped. Hence, switch 1, 2 and 3, they are placed in parallel to each other. That means it is nothing but OR gate. And these three switches are in series. That is nothing but AND gate with stop switch. Okay. Now try to read the first rung, in which switch 1, 2 and 3 are with AND gate with stop switch, and it will operate this latch coil. That is nothing but out 0, which is connected here. Now in this diagram, this is nothing but the input terminals, these are nothing but the output terminals. Switch 1, 2 and 3 are connected here to IN 0, IN 1 and IN 2 respectively. Stop switch is connected to input module IN 3 or port IN 3. Then fan, which is nothing but actuator here, it is connected to out 1 port. These three switches in parallel. Okay. When any one switch will be started for a moment, it is momentarily started, because these are nothing but the push buttons. When it is momentarily started, it will give supply through stop switch to this latch coil. Latch coil will get energized, means out 0 it will get energized. Out 0 is shown as one normally open switch. When this will get energized, this switch will get closed, because all the switches are same with same numbers. This switch will get energized, means it will give output to out 1, means it will get energized, and out 1 is nothing but connected to fan. Now here one more rung is there, in which whatever the stop switch is there, same stop switch, it is used here as normally open switch, NO switch. It is connected here to unlatch coil, and that is nothing but out 0, means by this rung we will get the out 0 as latched, and by this rung we will get out 0 as unlatched, means two coils are there, latching and unlatching. Okay. Now this same output is out 0 is shown here, it is used at this place and coil as at this place. Okay. Now let's start for operating switch 1. When switch 1 will be momentarily pressed, that is it is pressed and released. Okay. Switch 1 will get energized, means this port will get closed. It will give supply to this out 0. It will get energized or latched, means this switch will get closed, and it will give output 1, that is fan will be started. Okay. Now when stop switch will be pressed, then this stop switch will get stopped. This will get changed to position close 1. Hence unlatched coil will get energized, means it will unlatch this output, and the final output, that is nothing but the fan, it will get stopped. Let's see how it happens. Switch 1 is momentarily pressed. Switch 1 is momentarily pressed. Out 0 is on. Out 0 is latch, means it will run the fan, and the fan is started. Symbolically, here one color is taken for the fan, whether it is on or off. When stop switch is pressed, okay, at that time these get energized, unlatched the out 0. Unlatched out 0 means this out 0 get changed, and output 1, that is fan, is nothing but again off. Let's check it again for switch 3. Switch 3 is pressed momentarily. Okay, the same thing happened. Stop switch, it is stopped. Instead of these switches, if the switch I will continuously close, it becomes like this. That is, when switch 1 is closed, ion 0 is there, energized. Here latch coil is there. Because of that, fan is getting started. Okay. Now, if such switches are there, it will directly stop the fan. Okay. Okay. Now, internal relays. Internal relays are nothing but the relays which are used often for multiple input conditions. Okay. Now here switch is there for starting of the fan, light and heater. Okay. This switch with internal relay, it is latch the output. When this IR will be started and latched, IR at every position will get closed. Okay. Now just try to read the ladder diagram shown here. Okay. Switch, whenever it is closed, the IR will get energized. Means wherever the IR will be there, it will change its position. Okay. Here this IR will get closed. Here this switch will get closed, and whatever this switch was normally closed, it will get open. And hence the fan will be started, light will be started, and heater will be stopped. This is the thing but use of internal relays. Internal relays are nothing but the relays used for getting multiple input conditions. Okay. Now let's take example of one bank in which there are 3 officers having unique key with them. The bank rule is that 2 out of 3 officers be present when the halt or door is to be opened. Draw the ladder diagram for a relay logic circuit that will unlatch the door and turn the light on when 2 of the 3 keys are inserted. Now 3 officers are there, A, B and C. Any 2 officers must be present. That is A and B, or A and C, or B and C. Hence, such conditions are used in AND gate. A and B, A and C, B and C, and they are all to each other. If any one condition is true, then internal relay will be on. This internal relay, it is nothing but, or relay, whenever it will be energized, it will open the door and start the light. The same problem we will see with the help of animation. Now let's consider the problem of 3 bank officers, in which bank officers have keys A, B and C. These 3 keys are shown as connected 3 switches to input port ion 0, ion 1 and ion 3. Okay, and the same switches are shown as switch A, B, switch A, C and switch B and C, which are nothing but shown in series. That is nothing but AND gate. Means if A and B will be true, then and then only we will go to output. If A and C is true, then we can go to output. Or if B and C is true, we can go to output. Okay. Then output is latched here. That is nothing but out 0, which is connected to motor. Means whenever any 2 switches will be on, then and then only the motor or solenoid will be started. Okay. Then when this latching will be there, then and then only the light will also start, which is given in the problem. Now let's check If one bank officer A, he will put the key, then the motor or solenoid will not be started and door will not be opened. Okay. If only B, he will give the input, then also the door will not be opened. Okay. If individual C will start, then also the output will not be obtained. But if any two, suppose A and B, they will insert the keys, that means they will put the switches on, the output will be started, that is a door will be opened, and at the same time the motor will be or light will be started. Means till and until any two inputs are there, the output is not shown. Now let's take switch A and C. If A is on and C is on, in that case this rung will, part of this rung will work, it will give the output. Also whenever it is out 0 is latched, that means this port is changed, the out 1 will be started, that is nothing but the light. Okay. In this manner, when any two officers will come and insert the keys, the output or door will be opened and light will be on. Whenever problems are there about step-by-step operations, in some cases we require delay of the time. That means after one operation, after some time, the another operation should start. Or some operation we require that it should get stopped after a certain time period. For that purpose, the relays used are nothing but timers. Timers are commonly regarded as relays with coil, okay, which when energized result in closing or opening of the input contacts after some preset time. Means after certain given time, the timer will give its output as either to stop or start something. Okay. There are three types of timers used in PLCs: delay on timer, delay off timer, and retentive timer. Delay on timer means this type of timer waits for a fixed delay period before turning on. Means when input is given to this timer, it will start counting the time, and after certain time period, it will give its output. Like a cracker. Whenever we ignite some cracker, it will take some time before explosion. That time period is nothing but the delay on time period. Okay. Another one timer is nothing but delay of timer. These type of timers switches off an output after a time delay from being energized. Means after certain time period, it will get off and it will stop the output. Retentive timers are nothing but it retains the accumulated value. Means whatever the value is completed of counting, it will be accumulated, though there will be nothing but the power loss. Okay. Now let us see about delay on timer. Delay on timer here, it is nothing but the input switch. Okay. Timer is shown in one rectangle where it is written delay on TON. Number of timer, that is timer address is given T4:1. The rate at which the timer value increases is nothing but called as time base. Suppose it is 1 second, or it may be 0.1 second, it may be 0.01 second. That is nothing but called as a time base, at which rate it is counting. Then preset value, after which time period its output will be on. That time is nothing but called as preset time. Means the total time to be counted before energizing the output. Accumulated value is nothing but it is current elapsed time our current timing value, how much time has completed, that is nothing but accumulated value. Okay, now as soon as this input switch is pressed, there are two bits, enable bit and done bit. Enable bit will get started. This is called as EN, timer enable bit. As soon as input is given, the timer is started, that is enable bit is on or energized. Okay, now in this problem, when accumulated time will be equal to preset time, that is 20 seconds, the done bit will be energized, that is timer done bit. When this done bit is energized, in next rung, wherever the done bit will be there, it will change its position. Now here done bit is normally open shown. When this will be completed or energized, this done bit will get closed and it will give the output. Like this, the input is given, after 20 seconds done bit will be activated and this done bit will energize the output. Means after giving the input, the output is obtained after this time period and it is called as nothing but the delay on timer. Okay, let's take one example of delay on timer. Here draw a ladder diagram for two motor system having the following conditions. Okay, starting push button starts the motor 1. After 10 seconds, the motor 2 should be on. Okay, means whenever the start button is pushed, suddenly motor 1 should be started and after 10 seconds, the motor 2 should be on. Okay, and when we will stop the stop button or operate the stop button, the motor 1 and 2 should stop immediately. Okay, for that purpose, simple ladder is considered. Okay, start switch is considered as input 0/1, stop switch as 2, motor 1 as output 1 and motor 2 as output 2. Okay, here start switch, stop switch, this is nothing but the latching which is shown here in parallel with the start switch. Okay, when this latching will be started, the timer should start. It will count the time of 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, the done bit will be energized. This done bit is nothing but the done bit of this timer. Okay, now when start switch is pressed, suddenly this latch coil will be energized, output 0/1. This output 0/1 is here as a switch, here as a switch. Both will get closed. When it will get closed, the and done bit will be activated, the output 2 will be obtained. Means when start button is pressed, motor 1 will start immediately and when up 10 seconds will complete, the motor 2 will start. Okay, when stop switch is pressed, the motor 1 will be stopped immediately because this normally closed switch will become normally open. At the same time, it will stop these two also and hence motor 2 will stop immediately. Like this, when it is start button is pressed, motor 1 will start immediately and after 10 seconds, motor 2. Okay, now let us see animation of two heaters problem. Okay, here two heaters are there, heater 1 and heater 2. Okay, and with one start switch they are to be started and with one stop switch they are to be stopped. Okay, try to read the ladder diagram. Okay, in which whatever input ports are there, start switch is connected to ion 0 and stop switch it is connected to ion 1, while heater is connected to out 0 and out 1 connected to heater 2. Okay, now in first rung, start switch is there which is nothing but ion 0, stop switch with AND logic to it, and it is starting one latch coil, that is nothing but out 0. From this same latch coil, which is used at normally open switch here, one timer is run. Okay. Now, what is this timer? This timer is nothing but delay on timer, TON, whose number is T4:1, whose time base is nothing but 1 second. Means it will count the time each 1 second. Preset value is nothing but 20 seconds. Means after 20 seconds it will get executed. And accumulated value means whatever current value is there, it is now counted value is nothing but equal to 0. Okay. It is having here two coils, N or 2 bits, that is nothing but enable bit and done bit. Enable bit is nothing but whenever this is started, this out 0, this is switch is started, at the same time this enable bit will start. When time will be equal to 20 seconds, means whatever accumulated value will be equal to preset value, at that time this done bit will get energized. Means done bit get energized after preset value when this switch is given input. Now same done bit of this timer is used here. Okay, TON1 means timer 1 for which done bit is there. This done bit is used, this done bit is used as normally open switch. Now this is connected to out 1. Out 1 is nothing but heater 2. Okay. This is nothing but latch coil which is started from this start switch, and from stop switch it is used here one unlatch coil that is connected to out 0. Means out 0 will get unlatched. Out 0 is nothing but latch coil here, it is nothing but normally open switch here, and this is nothing but unlatched coil. Okay. When the start switch will be pressed, it will give connection to latch coil will get energized. That means whatever the output 0 is there, it will get energized and heater will be started. Means fraction of second the start switch is pressed, the heater 1 will be started. Okay. Then at the same time this switch will get closed, which is normally open, now it will get closed because it is nothing but the same latch coil. Okay. When it is get energized, the timer will be started and accumulated time will start increasing. From 0 it will become 1, 2, 3, 4 in steps of 1. When it will be equal to 20, that means accumulated value will be equal to preset time, the done bit will be energized. This done bit will be energized means wherever in next runs, wherever the done bit will be there, it will change its position. Means whatever this done bit is there, it will get closed. Now this done bit is closed for this rung, means supply will be from here, it will go to out 1 and it will energize coil out 1. Means out 1 will get energized and heater 2 will be started. Thus when start switch is pressed, immediately heater 1 is started, and after 20 seconds the heater 2 is started. That is nothing but given the problem. Means start switch is pressed, heater 1 should be started immediately, and after 20 seconds heater 2 should be started. Okay. Now one more thing is given, that when stop switch is pressed, suddenly heater 1 and heater 2 should be stopped. Now heater 1 and heater 2 will be stopped by the latch coils, by stopping the latch coil supply, means making it unlatch. Okay. Here when we press stop switch, this coil will get unlatched, means supply will get stopped, means heater 1 will be stopped immediately, and heater 2 is stopped because of this done bit, means the supply here, means from stop switch here the unlatched coil will get energized and out 0 will be unlatched, means this will be unlatched, that means done bit and this done bit will get unlatched or de-energized. and output 1, that is heater 2, will be stopped. Okay, now let's see how it takes place. Start switch is pressed momentarily. Latch coil, because of that heater 1 is continuously on. Okay, at the same time the timer has started from 0. Now it is 12, 13, 14 like this. When it will become 20, done bit will be activated and this done bit will be started. This done bit is energized, means out 1 is started, that means heater is now on. Like this, at the start of the start switch, heater 1 is started and after 20 seconds heater 2 is started. Now when stop switch will be pressed, this will get connected, means unlatched coil will be energized, it will get change position, and because of that done bit will be de-energized, it will get change position, and because of that output 1, that is nothing but heater 2, will be stopped. Now let's check how it happens. Suddenly heater 1 and heater 2 both are getting stopped. Okay. Once again I will repeat. Start switch is pressed, latch coil, heater 1 started, timer started. It will go up to 20 seconds and then check, this switch will get, then bit will get activated. Okay, that means out 1 is energized and heater 2 is started. They are continuously on. Okay, now stop switch will unlatch coil energize and everything will be stopped. Now the example is of using two motors in some sequence. Okay, in this case two motors are there, motor 1 and motor 2. These motors are to be started and stopped in some logical manner. Okay, here input card, it is connected, start switch to ion 0, stop switch to ion 1. Motor 1 is connected to out 0, motor 2 is connected to out 1. Okay, now let's think about the rungs. In first rung, start switch is there, which is normally open, is this one. Stop switch is connected in series to it, and gate which will latch the output 0. Okay, means we can get idea from this that when start switch is pressed momentarily, latch coil will get energized and it will start the motor immediately. Okay, then this out 0 is nothing but same use here as normally open switch, which is connected to timer. Okay, when this switch will get closed, the timer will start. Okay, timer, it is nothing but delay on timer, which is having time base 1 second, its number is 1, preset value equal to 10, means after 10 seconds its done will get energized. Okay, then same done bit of this timer TON1 done bit is used as normally open switch here. Then done bit of timer 2, which is nothing but this one, timer 2 T4:2, it is connected to out 1, which is nothing but motor 2. Now this done bit is already closed, means it is normally closed switch. Okay, when this done bit will be energized, it will get closed, supply will be there and out 1 will be energized. Out 1 is nothing but motor 2. Okay, means motor 2 will be started after 10 seconds of this. Okay, then this enable bit of timer 2 is connected in parallel or OR gate with done bit of timer 1. Okay, then stop switch, whichever is closed here, it is used as normally open switch to run or to start the delay on timer 2, which is having 15 seconds time base. Okay, now same stop switch is used to unlatch the out 0, that is nothing but for motor, stopping the motor. Okay, here the problem is when start switch is started, at that time the motor 1 should be started immediately. After 10 seconds the motor 2 should be started. Okay, and when stop switch is pressed, at that time motor 1 will get stopped immediately, and after 15 seconds motor 2 is expected to stop. Okay, now let's check how it happens. Start switch, it is nothing but push button, momentarily start. Okay, start switch IN0 is on, latch coil, timer is started because this latch coil switch will get closed. Timer is started. After 10 seconds this done bit is completed, it will go for the out 0, that means motor 2 is started. Okay, now let's check how the stop button works. When stop button is pressed, immediately the motor 1 is stopped, because when stop button is pressed the switch is getting connected, it has unlatched out 0, means motor 1 is nothing but stop immediately, and this stop is getting connected, means the timer is nothing but now started. In slow motion it is taken. Okay, now the time will increase 8, 9, 10 up to 15, and after 15 seconds the done bit is energized. Done bit is energized means this done bit is get whatever was closed one, it gets opened, and because of that out 1 is de-energized, means motor 2 will be stopped. Means when start switch is pressed, immediately the motor 1 is started, and after 10 seconds the motor 2 is started. When stop switch is pressed, immediately motor 1 gets stopped, and after 15 seconds the second motor is stopped. Like this, by using timers we can start an actuator after certain time period, or we can stop it after certain time period. Thus we have seen the concept of latching, the concept of timers and internal relays, along with the numericals or examples of timers. In the coming session we will go for the concept of counters and examples based on it. Okay, if you like, please subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you very much for your patience listening.